Hello friends, in today's video we are going to animate the cube. We are going to move the cube using geometry nodes without using any keyframes. Let us start fresh. Go to File, New, General. You will get default objects. You can delete all of these. Press A, select all and delete. Now we'll add cube once again. Shift A, Mesh and then cube. And we'll add one plane so that this cube can sit on that. Shift A, Mesh, Plane. We'll scale up this plane. It is already selected. Press S, enter 6 and then enter. Now we'll move up the cube so that it can sit on the plane. Select the cube, then press G, Z, 1. Enter. Now we'll do animation, but we'll not use keyframe. Let us go to the timeline at the bottom. Just pull it up. We'll have some space and we'll split it horizontally. So right click, you'll get this menu, then select horizontal split. So we'll have two windows here. Top one will keep for timeline to play the animation and the bottom one will change. We'll have geometry node editor here. So we'll click at the leftmost arrow, then we'll select geometry node editor. Note that cube is selected, it is already selected. So whatever geometry node will be added, that will be added to the cube. Now we'll click on new. So geometry node is added. So it is so tiny, it is not visible. Press home button to make it bigger. Then we'll add transform geometry node to transform some of the input parameters to get some output. Press Shift A, then geometry, then operations and transform geometry. We will place this box in between input and output. So now the parameter is going through the transform geometry node. And if we look at the parameters here, we can do translation, rotation and scaling using this node. But in this video, we'll look at the translation only. But you see, here also nothing is happening to the cube. If we run the animation, nothing is happening. It is not moving at all. Because we are not changing any XYZ value. If we change X value, suppose now it is 0 meter. If we change it to 5, you see the cube moves 5 units by the x-axis. If we enter 5 in the y parameter, then the cube moves another 5 units along the y-axis. Similarly, we can enter 5 in the z value. It moves 5 units along the z-axis. But it is not animating. If we run the animation, it is not animating. We like to change these values dynamically. For that, we have the dynamic value, that is time. We will add one node which is dependent on the time. Shift A, then input, then scene, then scene time. This is added. Here we have two output parameters, seconds and frame. We will use the seconds. Seconds we will put in the translation parameter. Now let's see whether it is changing. Let's run the animation. Yes, animation is running. All three XYZ are changing as per input given from this second parameter to the translation attribute. But instead of changing all three parameters, if we like to change only one, maybe x or two, xy, then we have to add another node. Gifted, then utilities, then vector, then combine xyz. We'll put it in between. Now see, seconds is going to x, but so x value is changing, but all these three are combined and going to the translation. So now only x parameter is changing and the cube is moving along the x-axis only. If we give this value to y also, now the cube is moving along xy plane. And like this, you can change rotation and scale also. Thanks for watching. In next video, we will have more complex movement of cube and other objects.